Thank you, madam.
You're welcome.
Okay. Good afternoon to everyone. This is Bhavyashri talking from agri expert, working as an agri expert from the last 1 year. And today I'm here to talk about the export and imports of millets. So, as per information, everybody must be knowing what are the millets, how they are important in life, and how they have to be exported and imported throughout the world, and in between the last the years, how they have imported and exported, and what are the importance of the millets in India and globally. Okay, so firstly, I would like to give the introduction about export and imports of millets or any agricultural products or agricultural commodities. Okay, so what is the export? Export is the major part of the transportation to from one location to the another location. There are different methods throughout the world we are using. People are adapted to different modes of exports and import, and they have exported so many different types of the millets, agricultural products, and from throughout the world. Okay, then majorly we are if I talk about the millets, what are the millets? Belongs to the cereals. Millets are nothing but the cereals which are grown in a warm countries, and the region where having this poor soils, and which requires a less amount of water for the growth of their growth in their life, for the whole, from the seeding to the harvesting process. Okay, and then after the millets belongs to the family of the poaceae, where they are grown in the warm soils and warm countries, where the environment which is having the near about the temperature of like a temperate areas, including in India. India is one of the country in production of the millets. And in millets, which what are the different types of millets? Millets are like bajra, ragi, jawar, wheat. These are the different types of millets which are exported and imported globally. They are continuously exporting and importing globally from India to India also. Okay, and India is one of the sorry, India is one of the largest producing country in the world in millets.
Miss Bhavyashri, just hold on. There is some issue. I will just rectify it. Okay.
Okay, madam. Okay.
Yeah, you please continue.
Okay, thank you. And India is one of the largest producing country in the world, which is exporting the large million tons of the millet throughout the world to the various different countries. And it is one of the top five largest exporters in India, larger exporters of millets in the world. Okay, then in India, if it come about the state where the largest production is occurring in India, it is about 58.64 lakhs of million tons of millets. It is Rajasthan. Rajasthan is one of the state which is the largest producing state in India of millets, and second largest comes to be Karnataka. Then there are different states we are descendingly ordering from the Rajasthan, Karnataka, and depending on. Okay, then if we talk about in the short about the importance of millets, how they are usefully and importantly playing a major role in our day-to-day life. Okay, which includes the importance includes the which are millets. Millets is nothing but which are rich in dietary fibers, which are wholly necessary for the day-to-day life, day-to-day health, maintaining the health, which includes which are maybe a soluble or insoluble, and there are different types, and in that also including the prebiotics. Prebiotics, what are prebiotics? What is the millets comes under prebiotic. Prebiotic is nothing but the insoluble fiber insoluble fiber which supports for the good digestive system, which enhances the good bacteria which are helpful for the digestive systems. Okay, then also which is good, so millets are the good sources of protein, fibers, and vitamins and minerals. There are different importances are included, conducted or connected to the millets, and also which helps to protect the cardiovascular health. What is the cardiovascular health is nothing but the heart health, which is most important. Now this generation, or now this we have facing so many problems related to the heart diseases. Okay, so which is millets are also playing important role in cardiovascular health, and also which also prevents the onset of diabetes, because which are rich in sources of proteins and fibers, and which helps to maintain the healthy weight, which manages the inflammation in the gut, and which are, and also they are adaptable greens. Okay, and this is a basic importance about millets, how they are playing a vital role in our life. And if I talk about the importance of export and import of millets in India, outside the India. Okay, and India, as I said before, India is the fifth largest country in the world which exports the bajra, jawar, ragi, different kinds of millets through the world. And according to 2020 data, which is the India is the fifth largest country, and continuously the India is increasing. It has increased in exporting of millets from India to different countries. In 2020 and 21, if we look about 2020 and 2021 data, India has exported the millets of near about 26.9 million tons of millets has been exported from India to the different countries, and world export of millet has increased. If we talk about the world export total globally, how much amount of millets has been exported, circulated throughout the world from one country to another country. It has increased from 380 million to the 402.7 million from 2019 to 2020, where it is the major increase in the exporting, because it is all about requirement of health. It is all about requirement of people, agriculture. Okay, then also it includes major exporters are there are so many countries in world. Their major exporters are it is USA. Then comes about Russian Federation, which are major exporters of millets, including India is also there. Then top in the if we talk about exporters, India is the fifth largest country, and if we talk about importer, in so many there are so many countries which not having the suitable environment for the growth of millets. And what they do export, they do import, they import from the other countries as per their requirement. And India is one of the country which is also exporting in the it is in the fifth rank, and it's also importing. It is importing from the neighboring countries. There are neighbor countries like Nepal and Saudi Arabia and UAE. From these countries, India is also importing the different kinds of millets, which are not grown in India and which are actually required and which are necessary needed for the healthy lifestyle. Okay, then if we talk about the grand total of imports from India, the grand total means overall how much total amount of totally it is statistical data. If we talk about statistical data, as per the year, it is imported of 27.47 million tons of million of millets has been imported from the other countries in 2020-21. According to APIDA is one of the institute. It is one of the development authority. APIDA is nothing but the agricultural and processed food products product export development authority. It is the one of the international authority which works on import and export strategy, making export and import strategy for the minimizing the time and availability, increasing the availability and market demand, and completing the satisfying the market demand. It has aggressively working, and it has aggressively worked on facilitating the shipments means transport or export and import. It is working on the shipment of millets from India to India, and from India to different markets of the world, which is mostly which is the core factor, which is more important for the export. And if we talk about millets are available. How will you transport? How will you export them from your place to another place, next place? There's a major role which comes about maintaining the quality of the product and quantity of the product, which is the major factor. So, by considering all the factors and exporting them with the same quality, with the same quantity, and from one location to another location, for that purpose, APIDA has worked aggressively to facilitate the shipments of millets by the Indian exporters. There are so many Indian exporters available in the market who are exporting the ragi, jawar, bajra, these kinds of grains or cereals or millets to the another different countries throughout the world. For them, the APIDA is working. And then also, import along with the importers of millets, India in the world, there are different countries we are sharing they are sharing their percentages. If we consider about Indonesia is one of the 8%. India is among the 100%. 8% of exporting is done from the Indonesia. Then Belgium comes in 7%, and the Germany is of 4.6%, which are different countries which are also importing. We are also playing a role to export and import. Majorly importing. They are taking from the other countries. They are importing for themselves. It is of Indonesia and Germany, Belgium, other Russian countries also. Then India is the one of the uh, India. If we talk about 2020 data, about the production of millets in India. It is the among the world. It is of 41% of total production is there in India. It is all happening because of the environment which is suitable and which is getting available for the crops which are majorly grown in India. Which is in India, it is of 41%. 41%. It's not a small number. 41% we are contributing majorly to the India. There about more than 25% we are majorly we are importing and exporting. Why? Because we are importing and exporting. We are majorly exporting because we have that kind of environment, required climate, weather to as per the requirement of crops. For that, we have reached 41% in 2020, and now we have also increased from 2022. It's 2023. 2020 to 2023, it's been almost 50%. We are contributing 50% of production all over the world in millets. And also from that, India is produces 12 million tons of millets, right? It is a overall production of millets in India. It includes uh, uh, all the kinds of millets like jawar, bajra, fox millet, pearl millet, small millet. There are different types of millets in the market, in the variety, right? So it is 12 million tons of millets are produced in India. Okay, then millets. What kinds of millets are there? Like small millet, finger millet, pearl millet, sorghum. These are different types of millets are there which are exporting. Then from that also I wanted to tell about APIDA. APIDA has already signed MOU with the Indian Institute of Millet Research (IIMR). For what? For making the strategy. Rapidize aggressively has highly taken the step forward to make it in a simple way, make it in a simple method to easily to get easily available the things which are required for the market basis. So it is that in that IIM it has signed the MOU with the IIMR Indian Institute of Millet Research, okay, which is continuously working on millets for research purpose and for the making of the strategy for the promotion of the millets and the millets value added products. There are different value added products which are highly available in the market today. So all it is all done because of the efforts we are taking. Different authorities, different research centers, and the agricultural authorities which have initiated, which have taken initiation to make it simple, to make a new strategy, to make it available for the market, and to make the import. If we look about export and import, it looks a way, it's a vast term, though it's a few ca- it- though it's a few letters, but it's a vast term, which is it's a long process when it comes to import. Certain things, if we are importing from the other countries, or we are exporting from our country to different countries. It's not a simple thing. It requires lots of process, lots of efforts to maintain from harvesting to packaging to processing, and processing from the processing to reaching to the uh, per particular customer or individual person, and eating. Then after the process, why we are eating the millets, why it is necessary. Can we skip millets? No, we can't skip millets. for that purpose for that purpose only, India and the other different countries are are actively working on export and import, and there are different authorities has been built to make it easy, make it simple, so that it could be available. It should be available to the market, to the people, to the individual person, so that he should be aware about how millets are important. There's so many lectures, so many sessions has been taken on import and exports, and this is how the major role today is millets are playing in our life. So this was the short uh, uh, about importance of exports and imports of millets. If any questions, please ask. You can ask. Thank you,
Thank,
everyone.
thank you very much, Ms. Bhavyashri, for an informative talk. I will take up the questions from the participants now.
Oh,
Okay. The first question is,
okay.
what is the best way to get started with the export of millets?
Best way to start it.
Export of millets.
Best way to start the export of millets is nothing about we if we have these major like if I consider, if I have the major things which are actually required for the exporting of millets, or any, if it's millets is the dry like agricultural dry product, right? So there will not come any problematic thing if we do export of millets to the another country or another location. The best way is none other than you find export in take tie up with the certain companies, or get proper information, proper packaging, quality, the quantity of the grains, and the major thing is quality. If I would suggest best way to transport your grains is nothing but by road, by if we're transporting near about our local markets, we are considering it keeping it in a proper packaging material. These are the These are few certain ways we can use it for the way we can use, or we can make it available. We can make it easy to export the millets.
Okay. And move on to the next question.
Okay.
What are the major problems in the export and import of millets?
Major problem in export and import of millets, as such, there are not major problems. We can say it. There are minor problems. We can say. What should be the problems in including that? If I exporting some millets usually take they are highly weighted after harvesting. They are highly weighted, and in exporting it's all about demands, how the what is the market demand, what we are supplying. That's the major factor that should be considered. The problem comes about demand and supply, and we are, as per the demand and supply, we have to work on it. There it's if any barrier value and value, what should be the proper value, and what are we getting the proper value for our exporting material for our millets. That is the major problem. Main comes about, it's about value, and how it is value and its quality. These two things could be a major problem for the export of millets.
Okay. Which millet is produced the most in India?
Majorly in India, it is produced as sorghum. Sorghum, it is the major the producing country. Sorghum, which is produced.
Okay. And move on to the next question. Somebody is asking, is millet farming profitable?
Millet farming.
Farming for yeah.
Millet farming it is profitable, because it all about depends upon which millet you are producing at farm, and if it is having the proper market value. If I consider about, there are different, like jawar, bajra, ragi. These are the staple food. India majorly consume these foods every day, daily. And so, if I consider about swargam, ragi, ragi is not majorly, but ragi is also one of the major produces in India, like Rajasthan, Karnataka, Maharashtra. These are the warm regions where millets are highly producing. Uh, if I consider about sorghum, it is one of the best, I can say, best millet to farm, because it requires less amount of water, and as it could be grown in poor soil in warm region. So if you are locating in certain Rajasthan, MP or Karnataka, Maharashtra, these states, sorghum would be easier for the export and for also for the farming.
Okay. Which millet has highest export opportunity in India?
Millet highest export in India, it is it is of ragi. You can We can't make it in a sorted way, because although majorly three millets are there which are highly exported. Highly exported is sorghum, jawar, and pearl millet, bajra, and another comes ragi. These are three which are highly exported from India, because these three are highly rich in vitamins and protein. Protein rich ragi is one of the most exporting, I can say, exporting millet from India.
Okay. In summary, what is the main message you like to convey via this talk?
Can you repeat the question?
I will. In summary, what is the main message you like to convey via this talk?
Okay. So my message is, it's like, if you are exporting and importing of millets, any millet, please take care about the value added products. What are the value added products? From that you can get a marginable profit. If you are exporting, if you are working on millets, it is major thing comes about value added products. If you are making processing on it, do processing on value added products, making it in a value added products from the millets. Ragi, there are different um, products, are value added products are available in market nowadays from Swargam, which are why we are preparing. We are making it for the diabetic patients, different heart patients, which require the proteinaceous food, but we can't directly make them eat ragi, which is near quite hard to digest. So for that requirement, for that purpose, make it value added products, and make a creative market for that. This market already has been created in a vast way, in a highest platform. So how to put yourself in the market as a different, how will you put your products in a different platform or in a different way, in a certain way. So that is a major thing you can do. Make value added products, grow millets, eat millets, and make your lifestyle healthy, maintain healthy lifestyle, and maintain the heart health. Diabetes, the generation has created making an history to make it, diabetic increasing day to day life in a number of ways, heart patients or diabetic patients. So we can contribute to minimize these problems, these health issues. For that purpose, we should have to work on growing the millets, producing the millets, doing the processing and processing on it, making different value added products, and give it to the market, which will give you back the proper proper value to your efforts.
Okay, thank you very much. We have now completed the round of questions. On behalf of agricultureinformation.com, we like to thank Ms. Bhavyashri Swami for the talk and for answering the questions. I like to also thank all the participants in the meeting. This meeting will now be closed.
Okay. Thank you,
Yeah,
ma'am. Thank you
yeah,
so
yeah.
much for giving the opportunity. In future, if any sessions will be there, please let me know. I'll be happy. I will be excited to talk about the agriculture
Sure, sure. Thank you very
anytime.
much. Sure. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much.